And so you've moved to London. Now what? Moving countries can be really overwhelming, so I'm here to walk you through some of the things that you should do when you first arrive. From finding a place to live to setting up your bank account and those in-between things that are really important, I've got you covered. Welcome to another installment of my new series on moving to London. If you're interested in moving to London and want a free checklist, please wait until the end of the video for information on how to get that. And without further ado, here are 4 things that you should do when you first arrive in London. Number 1, find a place to live. It's time to start your apartment search now that you've arrived here in London. I've been flat hunting several times now. I looked at like 15 flats to find this place, and you can watch a video documenting some of that process by clicking on the link up here. But yeah, it can be super frustrating, especially when you turn up somewhere and it doesn't even look like the place that you thought that you were gonna be looking at. You can thank wide-angled lenses for that. But if you want to find a place to live, you're going to have to do the legwork. Sign up to apps like MoveBubble or check out rightmove.com. A lot of the real estate websites will have the same listings on there, so you don't need to scour through them all. And if you're looking for just a room, spare room is probably your best bet. Make some appointments, start looking, and don't pick the first one you see. Real estate agents in London love to pressure you and make you think that everything is going to be gone the second you walk out of the door of that flat. It's not always the case. It does happen sometimes. But if you're not 100% sold on something, don't let that be the reason that you pick it just because you're afraid it's not going to be there for much longer. Because if you're not 100% in love with it, don't feel pressured. Number 2, get your national insurance number. One of the first things that you should do when you first arrive in London is set up an appointment to obtain your national insurance number. There's often a wait list, so it's best to set up this appointment right away. You need this number to work in the UK. Usually you can work for a few weeks without it, but you will need to be able to prove that you're allowed to work in the UK to your employer, so it just makes it easier getting this before you even have a job if you're able to. What you'll need to do is call the national insurance application phone line, and I'll put the number in the description for you. During your call, you'll need to make an appointment with Job Center Plus. It can be a long wait on the phone, but just hang in there and someone will answer the phone and will get an appointment scheduled for you. After you've made your appointment, you'll receive a letter in the mail. You'll need to bring this letter, a passport, and something with your address on it, like a bank statement or a lease with you. You'll have an interview with someone and they'll ask you just standard questions about your right to work in this country, and you'll get approved or not approved. I was approved right away, but some people may need a follow-up depending on what country you come from. If you're not interested in doing this on your own, there are services that help you get your national insurance number, but you can only use it if you're from a certain country. Number 3, open up a bank account. Now that you're here, you need a place to put your money, right? So head to the bank to open up an account. While some people may be While some people may be able to open up an account before they've acquired a permanent address, many won't unless they're able to prove that they live here, and you can usually do that with a letter from your employer. If you don't have a job yet, you can't get it until you have a permanent address. Pick a bank that works for you, whether that means one that's close to your flat or your workplace, or one that a friend recommends. There are tons available in the UK, and each one provides different services, so do your research. Set up an appointment at the bank and open up your account. Usually you can get approved on the spot as long as you have the proper documentation. Number 4, find a job. If you didn't move to the UK for a job, this is the time to find one. Depending on what you want to do, there are various places to look for job openings. If you're looking for something local where you live, I suggest walking into businesses to see if they're hiring. They'll direct you to the proper channels to apply. If not, websites like LinkedIn and Indeed are great resources. I've personally had great luck with LinkedIn in London, and I've had a number of interviews come out of applications through the site. Remember that London is a very transient city, so there are always new jobs opening up. And there you have it. Those are 4 things you should do when you first move to London. If you're interested in getting your own moving to London checklist, please sign up to my newsletter via the link in my description, and it'll be delivered to your inbox. And if you liked what you saw, please leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. I have new videos coming every Sunday for you and tons of new information on moving to London to give you. Bye!